What's going on, y'all? So listen, y'all, how to get away with murder? My goodness, it gave me everything that Scandal didn't, bitch. Okay, listen. So I'ma just say this: everybody, just about everybody's video that I've seen who reviewing not Scandal, but how to get away with murder, we all in agreement on this one topic. Laurel has to go. Okay, she is annoying as hell. Really, really fucking annoying. Like, god damn, bitch. You know, Michaela has this intern at what is it? The law firm that her daddy works at, Goblin and Gold or whatever the fuck. And she's already told her last week that, her dad is the one that killed West, okay? She was like, I need you to come up in here. I need you to go and look at this file and all this stuff. You got to find this Antares file. You got to do all this. Michaela was like, bitch, I ain't trying to hear this shit. All right? I'm trying to leave and get in my goddamn car, and you up here still trying to talk to me. Michaela said, bitch, stop it, okay? I'm not trying to do this with you right now. All right? You just going to have to go. First of all, we don't even have no proof. It's fucking up Michaela at this point. All right, because Michaela has to worry about her little internship. She got that Simon nigga up in there who's a fucking douchebag. They're about to do hell bowl up in the the office with the interns. It's like a fight to the death and see who gonna get the case or who gonna get the prize, internship or whatever the fuck. I don't know. They get to choose which case and which person they get to work with. And so I said, that's kind of cute. I just like the atmosphere that it looks like up in there, all white, so everything else just stands out. It just pops, especially with the melanin that's all up in there. Bitch, all of a sudden, here come Steen. I said, Steen, what the fuck? So Underground said, fuck you, when you said, bitch, I'm on How to Get Away with Murder. I said, I know that's the fuck right. You better snatch up these rolls, bitch. Okay? She came in with a boss lady walk. I said, oh, power. I love the fact that she went from being a boss bitch on Underground to being a boss bitch on here. Okay? I don't give a fuck when nobody say that is a boss bitch right there. Um she was, telling Michaela to get the fuck off the phone because, they kept on calling her. Girl, no, we ain't finna do this shit. She seen the shit that was going on between Simon and her. She said, look, bitch, you can't let this little boy get into your goddamn head. And I can see that he's getting into your head. She's already taking a liking to Michaela because Michaela looks like a mini her. I said, oh, I like this. Michaela literally is going from one powerful woman to a next powerful woman. When that woman fell down, she went on to the next one. Didn't even realize it. I said, I see how this gonna go. And I'm so mad that they're about to have two powerhouses go against each other. Annalise got to get her footing back, okay? She rebuilding. She's starting off humble beginnings and shit again. Okay, so we gonna see how this works. They doing a little power ball. They call it the hell bowl. They doing that. And if you miss a question, you out. So by the end of the first round, it was 4 people left, and Michaela was one of the 4, along with Simon. So later on, you know, Laurel, she coming up there talking about something. I just need you to do this because he has she made it known to her that her father has a company in Rwanda, Kigali, Rwanda. That's a very, very small GNC company that they work out there. They got stuff out there and they do mining for minerals and stuff out there. So therefore he got a little setup out there, and people work on that account. His lawyers and shit work on an account out there too. And so um at one point, Michaela is not fucking with Laurel like that. She like, girl, I gotta get my stuff together. I'm supposed to be studying for my internship, trying to get all this together, and you coming at me with this mess about Wes. How do you know that he even did this, bitch? At this point, Laurel said, "Fuck you. I got proof. I went to the FAA logs and come to find out that night or around the time that Wes was dead or got killed." My dad's plane was gone and in the air into Philadelphia, which means Dominic was on the plane too. So that means that's why Dominic was there. She's putting the pieces together. And I said, girl, you right, you right, you right. So at this point, Michaela is getting a little foggy headed because it's coming to the realization that, well, damn, maybe she is telling the truth. Okay, now that you got proof of this, that it's got to be some big coincidence that they all in Philadelphia around this time, and then as soon as they touch down, West get killed, and he got all these resources. Okay, fine. They get to the Hell Bowl, and it's the final round, and it's Michaela against Simon. The first thing that the question was, what's the smallest office that they have in what country? And because she's a little bit distracted because of this news that Laurel just gave her. Mind you, Laurel came up to her job and gave her this shit. Bitch, do not come up to my job or my place anywhere unannounced. I gotta keep on telling y'all this, okay? Stop that. Threw her all the way off. She couldn't even hit the buzzer on time. Ding. I said, damn. Simon got it. He gonna say, you're going down. And he was like, Lagos, Nigeria. I said, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he was he was so confident in it. They said, no, girl, that ain't the answer. You're incorrect. It was like, Michaela, you want this or do you want to pass? At first, she was quiet because she was still thinking. And then she goes back to that conversation that she had with Laurel when she told her about that mini office that her father had. And she said, Kigali, Rwanda. And she won a thing. Then she goes and brings some champagne to, bitch, I can't even remember her name. We gonna just call her Sting. We bring the champagne to her. Mind you, she had 2 cups. She was like, I just wanted to bring you something to drink. And she was like, thank you. Mama took both cups. I said, well, damn. Mind you, she told her, I'm betting on you. Now, if I'm betting on you, that says a lot. I said, oh, build my confidence. Don't boost my ego like that. Don't do that, okay? Girl. That's what she did to Michaela. Michaela was like, I want to work for you. She said, why? Because you're intelligent, you win all your cases, you do this and you do that. She was like, okay, it's going to be your funeral, though. I said, uh-oh, uh-oh. I said, girl, she done been through worse. I mean, what else can they resilient as fuck. I mean, they done been through Annalise. They didn't kill people. They didn't hit it. They didn't burn people. They didn't did a whole bunch of stuff. What else you got to throw at them? I said, okay, I want to see. Now I'm intrigued to see how this is going to shape up because next week she get asked about Annalise. And then Annalise going to be up there. So I guess either they have to do a case together or something like that. It's just going to be some headbutting shit going on at this law firm. So we got that out the way. We find out Frank and Bonnie living together, okay, and Laura will keep on trying to get a job, okay. She want to get a job with Bonnie from the DA office, be her little intern. She said no. She goes through Frank, and of course Frank is gonna go ahead and try to convince Bonnie to do it, and of course she went on ahead and do it. Um, that's that with their little thing. Let's get Connor shit out the way because that was small and very insignificant. Connor, I think Connor is the only one kind of staying true to himself in the sense he's been consistent. Like he said he didn't give a fuck about Annalise. He didn't want to work with her. So when she let him go, he was fine with it. All right. He lost his drive to be a lawyer. So he said, why am I fucking faking this? Why am I, doing what I really don't want to do right now? So why waste time? Let me drop out. Motherfucker pulled up with a $32,000 refund check. I said, wait a minute, that's what they do when you drop out. They give you a refund like that? I mean, if you paid for it, I guess, and you really paid for. Oh, okay. Must be nice. I don't know nothing about that. I'm still paying on my shit. But he is just in a flunk. He's in a flunk. He just don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, he just sitting around and he think this is what he wants, all right? And I guess he's kind of depressed too because of everything that's going on, all right? I mean, why else would you do something like this and don't have a plan B as a backup, okay? You drop out of law school, what are you going to do next? You just think you're going to lounge around and do nothing for the rest of your life? No. Okay, Oliver, he's upset. He's trying to, get him out of it. He's not listening to Oliver. Oliver goes tell the other kids and they do a little intervention and he was like, if we really family's supposed to have my back, family's supposed to let me do what I need to do, and that's what y'all need to let me the fuck do. Okay, at this point no one is getting through to Connor. All right, so they go to the strip club, the little gay bar, and Asher is such a dumbass. Asher, he's in his feelings because he ain't got nobody, no job, and that kind of gonna say, I mean, you could work up in here because you do got a nice little ass. I said, why would you tell him that? Why would you tell him of all people that he all of a sudden he was like, I like to dance and stuff. Oliver comes running up there with these two guys. Now, at first, I'm thinking, Oliver comes up first, and then I'm thinking when the guys popped up, I said either one of them is Connor's dad or Connor is in trouble with somebody else that money's supposed to go to or whatever. Girl, Asher, like, I ain't gay. I went the vaginal thing, but they probably want a little foursome and all that stuff. And it was like, bitch, these are Connor's dads, so you need to chill the fuck out. And Connor daddy looking like, so this where my money going to? I said, yeah, basically. So now we got a little storyline on there. We finna see what that's about. I said Connor got two daddies. All right. Interested? Okay, come through. So that was that. Then we get to the main thing, Annalise. Annalise is now about to start working with the public defender's office, doing some little cases or whatever. And Jim, what is her name? If you ever saw Blind Spot, that come on NBC, okay? The first season, she was the head of the FBI people. And she played on something else. She plays on a lot of stuff. I just can't remember her name, but her character, I'm just call her the public office lady. She come up in there and she was asking Annalise all these questions like, why you really want to come here? Is it because you're trying to work for the people, or you trying to build your rep back up? She was like, girl, beggars can't be choosers at this point. I ain't got no motherfucking money, all right? So I gotta do and make do with what I gotta make do with. All right. She's also on the high after winning her case with Jasmine last week. So hopefully everything starts to pick up. They get this new case by this guy named Ben, who literally was judged based off of what he looks like. And because he was 16 years old when he got into the gang life, so his whole body is tattooed up, face, arms, everything. And he met this girl named Kim, and she convinced him to get out 2 years later. Then they're a happy little couple. She gets pregnant, and once she gives birth, they were having problems. The next thing you know, she winds up dead. They're trying to say that he pushed her out a window. He is basically saying that she killed herself. She jumped out the window herself. And given the way that he was describing how she was acting and been acting, she was suffering from postpartum depression. And did y'all see the episode of Blackish this week where Bo? Oh my God, that was a powerful episode because let me tell you, no lie, bitch. I was sitting here in my feelings when that scene came on when Bo went in the kitchen trying to get the breast milk, and she no when she came into the kitchen and she realized that the baby was asleep, and the grandma Jennifer Lewis, she done gave her the baby formula, not the breast milk, but formula, okay? And Bo was not having it, and Bo went clear off on an emotional tirade. Bitch, I was sitting here looking at it like, let that out. You've been holding that in for 3 seasons, okay? Let it out, Bo. I just felt bad because it's just, postpartum is a real thing, and it's a scary thing too. It's depression, and sometimes some people just don't know how to get out of it. You hear about these key people killing their kids and stuff. That's that's part of it, okay? Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. That's part of it, especially when they just have them. But he was talking about how they got into an argument, and he probably said some stuff that probably would have made her want to kill herself or whatever, but he never put his hands on her. He never did anything to the such. And what they was arguing about that night was he found out that their baby, their 8-month-old baby at that time might not be his. And so she deleted that whole memo, that voice memo off, because if she would have played that and somebody would have found it, they would have used that as motive for him to kill her. Oh, so you fucking around with another dude, so this baby not mine, I'm finna kill your ass, shit like that. Then later she goes to court, and They called Nate to the stand to be a witness because the other person that was supposed to be there couldn't make it. And Nate is on pins and needles, and his suspicion is all the way up because he's dealt with Annalise, and it's understandable. It's understandable. He don't know whether or not he's being played or what's going on when it comes to Annalise because of their history. And I get it. I get it. Um, that's why every time when he seen Laurel, he thought Laurel was up there doing some shit with Annalise. When he seen Bonnie, he thought that too at first. Um, then him and Bonnie gonna hook up. And Ali got this little tech company was trying to get him to sign on and do his little tech shit, and he didn't trust him because he was working with Annalise at first too. So anybody that had any type of association with Annalise and helped do some wrong shit to him, he don't fuck with like that. He side eyes the fuck at him. He got his guard up, which is understandable and he should. But at this point, because it seemed like they started bringing up postpartum depression when Ben was up there on the stand and some other stuff. And then the prosecutor tried to flip that shit on him, make it seem like he was a killer, but that really wasn't what it was. Next thing you know, you got Bonnie and Frank hooking up. Not Bonnie and Frank, but Bonnie and Nate. They up there getting Oliver to go hack into Annalise's phone. Okay, I said, what the hell are y'all doing? Right when Annalise is trying to get her shit together, everybody still want to fuck with her, okay? And I understand, Bonnie, you and your feelings and shit. Nate, you probably still in your feelings a little bit. You like, oh, bitch, payback time. I got you in a position you weak as fuck. I can get you back. But let's grow up, okay? Let's grow the fuck up. But I mean, like I said, Annalise did do some shit to you, but this wasn't the right case to do that. All right, they found that old deleted voice memo that she deleted that had being on there saying that the little girl might not be his. And so when they get to court, bitch, why they submit that and talking about some they want him to submit have a paternity test. The little girl is in the courtroom just crying and all this stuff. At this point, I was pissed the fuck off. And Bonnie is just so stone faced with it, okay? She just don't give a fuck, alright? She don't show her emotions or nothing. And at this point, Annalise is pissed off. Annalise um, goes out, she's getting into her car, and then she's in the garage. She sees Nate and Bonnie over there talking. She said, fuck this shit. She went over there and confronted them. So why would you fucking do this shit, huh? Now I get this. No, you move. I understand why you would do this, but Bonnie, you's a weak ass bitch. That's why you a badass fucking lawyer. And I ain't talking about bad in the good way. I mean bad like you suck. Okay? She was like, oh, you need to come up off of it, bitch. You need to chill. You the one that's getting mad. You the one that's doing all this stuff with your emotions. I said, damn it. Annalise, she got you right then and there. Annalise was about to whoop Bonnie's ass, okay? I said, uh-oh. Annalise was about to fight people 2 times in this episode. She said, don't you forget that I'm a bitch. I'm from the hood, okay? I gets down. I got hands. I was like, oh, all right. Let him fight. Let him fight. No, keep it professional. Keep it professional, okay? She called bullshit on Nate too and all this shit. It was like it was my doing. She was like, bull. I was like, go ahead and say shit. Bullshit. All right. But she went back to her car and she gets a phone call and it's from the county morgue saying, I need you to come to identify a body. I said, goddamn, who is it? Damn, already? She ain't do shit. Girl, she go down to the morgue and who is it? Jasmine. The girl she defended last week. And she said to her therapist, she gonna be dead. And she gonna get a phone call saying that she need her to come back and bail her out because she back on drugs. Sure enough, they didn't have an autopsy report, but they found her in an area where a whole bunch of OD overdoses were happening, and then they looked at her arm and she had like 3 or 4 track marks in her arm, needle marks in there. I said that's messed up. So instead of Annalise going to a bar and getting some alcohol, she goes to her therapist, and he basically made it seem like she was impaired and was thinking about slipping back, so maybe she should just step away from her case. Because at first, the girl that she was working for, she wanted her to slip back because she was pissed off at the way the case was going. It's not about you, it's about Ben and all this shit. And so she was in her feelings over that stuff. Like, y'all need to just chill the fuck out. I'm literally just here to fucking talk and vent my feelings. I didn't say that my judgment and all this stuff was impaired. So she goes back to her place, well, her hotel room, and she sees this package in front of her door. She opens it up and then she calls Frank and was like, "Did you send this shit over here to my house, to my place? Because you the only one that know where I stay at." I was like, "No, I didn't say. I didn't do nothing. What is it?" It's a DVD recording, and it is a DVD recording of Kim, Ben, her client, Kim, sitting in the window, and she jumps out. And then we later see Ben runs up to the window trying to, screaming like, "Oh my God, what you do?" And I said, "So you mean to tell me this man been sitting in jail for 12 years, been through how many trials, and there is a clear as day fucking video that was right there on the fucking area, literally fixated right there on his shit that had the whole proof that he didn't kill this girl." I said, "That's fucked up." And then kind of find out, um, the person who did it, who dropped it off, was a guy that actually fucking the girl that worked at the DA, the office that Annalise, the public defender office. Okay, and so her name Virginia. That's what her name was, Virginia. So at this point, Annalise is pissed off. Annalise is just pissed off. She had enough of y'all playing games with her, and she needed to take some shit out. So she was like, "You know what? I need you to come down here and see what's going on." I was like, "Bitch, you gotta tell me what's going on." "Oh, I got something. I'll show you something." Okay. So they get there and she basically chewed that bitch out. She said, "I want to treat her as a hostile witness." She didn't even know she was finna be called up there as a witness. She started questioning her judgment about, you didn't even look at the tape. You was his first lawyer a few years ago. You had this tape in your possession. Why didn't you look at it? Why didn't, well, we understaffed and underfunded and so many cases pulling up. I didn't have time to look at a 45 plus minute tape to see if this was going on, because the tape was literally surveillance from, I think, a bar or something that was across the street. I said, "Ain't that what you supposed to do in the beginning of a case?" That is fucked up. See, that goes to show, if you ain't got the money to get you a good ass lawyer, this is how motherfuckers slip through the cracks so much, especially if you're a minority. And I said, that's messed up. That man spent 12 years in jail, and a simple fucking surveillance tape that was already right there could have been showed that he did not do anything. If anything, he tried to stop it. And his girlfriend had postpartum depression. And because of that, you revealed a secret that could affect everybody about that girl paternity, okay? That's fucked up. She gets upset because they played the tape. Of course, he gets off. And Annalise went a little bit off. So they come out the courtroom. She talking her cash shit to Annalise. Why you had to do this and why you do that. And at one point, I said, "Did she spit on Annalise?" I had to rewind it. I was like, "Oh, okay, you didn't spit on her, but you spit on the side of her, which is kind of like the same goddamn thing, bitch." All right. And Annalise said, "No, the fuck you won't." She yoked her up. I said, "Annalise, don't do it. Not in this courthouse, because then they gonna take your ass to jail. You already got strikes on you. These motherfuckers want you to do anything just to get underneath your skin so they can have a reason to lock your ass up." So she let the bitch go. I was like, "You lucky, because I would have fucked your ass up if it was any other place, all right? Me be in the motherfucking parking garage, bitch, okay? I know where you work at, hoe." I was like, "Girl, mm, that was a lie." I said, "Go, come through, Annalise." She won her little case, because at first she was feeling down because she was losing. She was losing because they threw that little monkey wrench at her. Um, and then after that, she go tell uh her therapist what happened, and he was like, "So basically, you did all this because you needed to take your anger out on somebody." I said, "You know what? Leave Annalise alone." She was like, "I'm finna file a class action lawsuit. I'm finna sue the governor, the justice system, all of this." And she's just going off. People just don't understand her. But at this point, Michaela told, let me go back to Michaela for a reason. She wants to work with old girl because she's on that Andreas. Is that how you call it? Andreas? Laurel's daddy case, okay? That's why. She's in now. She gonna help the bitch out. I said, all right. Then they do 2 months later. Bitch, They back at the hospital. We see the therapist coming out like, damn, Annalise, is that you? Answer your phone. And he sees a black girl in the in the hallway looking into in the window, and it's like the nursing where the baby's at after they get born. Baby, I'm looking like, who was this girl? I couldn't even tell who it was. I said the makeup and everything. Girl, I did not know that was Michaela. And then when he was like, Annalise, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought that you was at someone else. Bitch, when she turned around, he noticed that it was Michaela. I said, oh, so you know her too. So everybody is knowing everybody now. Okay, so now we need to figure out how all this happened. And it's blood and stuff on Michaela's stuff. She looked like she been through hell. Okay, she just looked like she been through a knockdown, shut him down, ragtag, drag him out fight. And she was like, he dead, ain't he? He dead. Everybody dies. They always die. I said, oh my God, Michaela, what the fuck? Listen, I jive. Yo, they did that shit, bitch. I was like, come through. I love it. They gave me what Scandal did because I was sitting here at attention like, what the fuck is going on? Now I'm intrigued. Like, I'm really intrigued. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, okay? They got me pumped. Let me go work this energy out. Gotta go get on the exercise bike. I will see y'all later, okay? Have a good one, you guys. Peace.